what she says is I do.
Thank you. Great song. Scott Tweedy is into house all morning, and that song is your special request, Ida, isn't it?
Sure is. It's my song. I love it.
Yes, indeed. And you can catch Scott Tweedy on The Loop Saturday from 9 a.m. right here on 11. Now, all great TV shows have a live studio audience, and we love our studio audience. And one incredibly talented man has been warming up audiences for more than 30 years. Let's give him a warm Studio 10 welcome to Michael Pope.
Excellent.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Michael, thanks for joining us.
Pleasure, Tash. And thank you for the drink earlier on too. The,
how are you going?
$4.99 a bottle. Fantastic. She knows how to pick them. Sorry, Tash.
You've had an amazing career with warming up audiences, and it's incredibly critical. I've seen you work, and you are incredible.
Because a lot of people wouldn't know, you actually warm up the Logies every year, and it is, I've got to say, it is the toughest job in Australia. There is no tougher crowd than a bunch of narcissistic TV personalities who all think that they should be the centre of attention, and you've got to try and keep them in line.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
but Joe, it's a joy.
Yes.
It's so pleasure to be with our peeps. And no, it is, pardon me, it is one of the toughest nights because, and I guess that's a clue to warm up, is the best audience is like your audience, a disparate group of people who come along to see the show. What happens at the Logies is that you get mates there who want to, you know, just mingle and mix with themselves and not necessarily want to support the show, which is a shame. But it's good fun. That's good fun. That was at the Australia Day concert for a number of years. 30,000 people in Canberra, all screaming.
Michael, I think you've been involved in almost every Australian television show, haven't you? Warming up the crowd?
Not quite all. We go back to Beauty and the Beast. I think that's where I first met you.
We go way back.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah. But, excuse me, sorry, it's a frog. You're right, Ida. I think what I've enjoyed most is the span of the shows that I've been on, from, say, panel shows like Beauty and the Beast to sitcoms like All Together Now. All Together Now was great fun because I was working with the audience as well. I had a small walk-on role as a policeman. And so in the commercial break, I would tell the audience, right, I'm going to walk in, and when I drop my hat and look to the left, laugh hysterically. So now we're recording the show, and my character walks on, says his 10 words, and then as I exit, I drop my hat and look to the left, and the audience go crazy, a bit like this. Okay.
Because I was about to ask you, what is your secret to warming up an audience? I mean, is there something that you rely on every time, or do you pick up different energies?
I think the reason I still love it after 25, 30 years is because I kind of stay in the moment and just muck around. But the clue is to really focus. It's about focus and building bridges. Because people come in, they want to have a good time, so they're already in a sort of good headspace. But it's a strange studio space. You know, you're not here as regular as these guys. Yeah. It's weird, isn't it?
It is.
I mean, look at the man next to you, for example.
I know. I mean that. It's like,
well, don't frighten yourself. Now, you've worked with every major Australian television star, without naming names, or you can if you want.
Yes.
What's your favourite story?
It's so naff to say, oh, there are so many. But it does get down to the individuals you work on. Grant Denyer, who's doing great things on Family Feud today, he is a terrific, you know, he's great on air, but also off air, he's very giving, as is Sean McAuliffe. It's the fun that they're prepared to do with the audience who have given their time to come on board on the show and support, you know, us on TV people. Well, me, I used to be on TV, but that's the best thing a heckler's ever said to me. I used to do kids' TV in the early 80s, 90s, and a lovely audience member more than once has said, when I said, any questions, they say, didn't you used to be somebody?
Oh. That's cold, man.
That's cold.
And was Carl Stefanovic let back in the venue after that?
Carl is great. Carl is great. He does Carol's, of course, and I've worked on that with him. Yeah, it's good fun. So you're right, Ida. I've had I see it as an honour to get up close and personal and muck around with the people that we all know and love on TV, and entertain for the audience both in the studio and then ultimately at home. Yeah, it's good.
And Michael, you're going to stick around because this is one of the best segments on Australian television is What in the Weird.
Yeah,
Is that
I seriously need someone to warm up the audience for this.
But Michael, now you're using your skills to help others. And if you want any details on this fantastic course, head to presentingmatters.com.au. Please thank Michael Pope.
Thank you.